All right, everybody, welcome to the show. I've got my co-host Pavel. He's the CEO of Virtudesk.
How you guys doing?
VA with them. Thanks, Pavel. Appreciate you, buddy. And he made it available for us to be able to talk to London. London,
what's up,
thanks
everyone?
for being with us.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for having me.
And if for those of you who don't know who London is, that means you haven't been following me closely. But London is a massive TikTok star. I think I tag you on everything I do, and you're very nice.
It's smart. Yeah, it's smart.
You're like, Tristan, it sucks. It sucks. So London's got 7.5 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah,
that's insane, dude.
Dude, over the last week,
small country.
He's got.
You're gonna be the king of a small country, dude.
I don't know which country made their citizens follow me, but thank you for doing that.
I like it, dude. And it's just in a week you've gotten 500,000 followers. That's
yeah. The last 7 days have been crazy.
Dude. Wow. I think what did you do, bro?
Pavel, in a week. Well, he tagged me on everything, and
there we go.
I wrote Tristan's
I got
way.
like 5 new followers, London. So
it's all perspective, man, because some people don't even get that. So it's all, it's all perspective.
Well, let's get right into it, man. Tell us who you are for those of the people that are listening and that don't really know you, and then how you got started in this whole thing.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm London Lazarson. I go by London Laz on the internet. So if you want to check out my socials, just at London Laz on every platform. Yeah, the journey has been crazy, and you look at 7.5 million followers, and it's really hard to envision yourself doing that. If anybody listening wants to be a big social media influencer or just building a personal brand, right? There's two sides to it. You see the biggest, and for me, back before I was really working towards this, it was really hard for me to wrap my head around that I could do it, right? And I was telling these guys before we hopped on live that if there's anything, I want to change your guys' life on this webinar, because right now is the first time that everybody has an equal chance to reach quote unquote stardom on the internet. Before, you needed great script writing, you needed production value. Now you just need a phone and an idea. Right. So if there's anything that you take away from hearing me talk today, it's that we are in the game of quantity, not quality. Now, you don't want to just make shitty videos, right? You want to be proud about what you're posting. But my journey started in the quality game, right? I started in posting YouTube videos in 2015, and I just could not get anything to stick. So I switched to Instagram. Instagram started really ramping up its algorithm, and I thought that I could break that one in. Just to put this in perspective, in 2018, I did 100 kind of Key and Peele level comedies in 100 days, and didn't gain any followers from it.
What year was that?
That was about 2018.
All right, 2018.
So about 3 years deep into nobody. Yeah. 3 years deep into nobody knowing who London Laz was. Right. It was very discouraging. Putting forth that much effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting forth that much effort. Not to mention, I had a full-time job at an ad agency. And for anybody that's been through the ad agency world, you work a lot. Let's just put it that way. So I would go to my job 9 to 5, and then 5 to 9, I was shooting and editing these comedies and then posting, only to get, 45 likes or whatever it was at the time. And, I was so grateful for whoever was watching. For me, it was more about, let's push myself to be able to make quality content at quantity. And so after that, I was very discouraged. And this is what brought me to like my next evolution of becoming a social media star was, if any of you have heard the term analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
We
100%.
100%. We've all experienced analysis
Yeah, of
paralysis, right? It's when, for me, it's like, who am I going to shoot with? Where am I going to shoot it? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? Is the camera good enough? Are the people in the video good enough? Is it funny? You know, I would just go through this cycle of analyzing all the content I was ever going to shoot. And
Yeah,
in
and
the
the
end of
longer
the day,
the longer you do it, bro, you know, the longer you actually postpone it, and you end up not doing it, you know.
exactly,
Yeah,
you end
exactly.
up
Yeah.
paralyzing yourself from just over analyzing everything, right?
Mhm.
So I started just noticing that the more I analyzed, the less I got done. And so if you're sitting there listening to this, you have to understand that analysis paralysis is going to hit you when you start creating content every day. And you have to start figuring out strategies to get around it. And for me, the strategy was, if I get hung up on a video concept, right? I'm still in like the conception phase of a video for more than 30 minutes, I have to think of something else, right? I really try to get in that state of flow where it's like, oh, that video is funny. Oh, this is when I'm going to shoot it. This is how I'm going to shoot it. Boom, done. On to the next, right? Or I put a camera in front of my face and start shooting. So analysis paralysis is a very real, you know, it's more viral than COVID in the corporate world.
That's
you
funny.
know, we've all been there when we just are just stuck in our own head and we end up not doing anything. So learn when you start feeling paralyzed in your work, whether you're writing an email, whether you're writing a script, whether you're, doing graphic design. Learn when you start feeling paralyzed and learn how to get out of that, and you'll be so much more efficient. Because again, remember, it's about quantity. You can't be paralyzed if you're making content at quantity.
Of course not.
Right? Let me see how I can share my slide, because I want to get into this beating the algorithm, and I've got something awesome I want to show you. How do I speaker view? No. How do I share screen? Okay.
Share screen, yeah.
Right here. Okay, share. All right, so you guys can see this. Oops.
You got it, dude. We can see it. Good.
Okay. Oh, what the? No, sorry. I'm just gonna present. Everyone you can still see it?
I see it, dude. At London Laz. Perfect.
This was my analysis paralysis slide. Don't be that dude. Just don't be that dude. Okay, so I was lucky enough. We're going to start with Instagram. We're going to start with beating the Instagram algorithm, because it's one of the most difficult to do in today's world. I was lucky enough, and now you're lucky enough to get how to beat the Instagram algorithm directly from Instagram. They sent this to me. Are you ready?
Wow.
Are you ready? Everybody?
Ready. Go. That's funny. That's funny. Pavel, we can't beat the algorithm, dude.
I know, right?
So
the size of my butt is considerably
damn,
small.
dude, we can't. Yeah, I know. Seriously, that's the algorithm right there, dude.
This was just emailed to me from Instagram HQ. I don't make up the rules. So as you can tell, the number of followers directly correlates to the size of your butt, and that's just not me. So I had to do something else, and TikTok, I think, is the one we should be focusing on, right? It's the new kid on the block. It's where all content is stemming from, whether you see it on Instagram, Shorts, Snapchat, it's all starting on TikTok. And that's where I believe everybody should be right now. So let's actually get down into the nitty gritty of this. This is kind of a philosophy that I've had through my content creation evolution, is that you're not a content creator. You're a salesperson. And I have this awesome analogy that I learned doing sales that's helped me get 7.5 million followers and helped me go viral almost weekly. Is I was lucky enough. lucky enough to do door-to-door sales 1 year.
Oh,
This
you
was-
did, huh?
Yeah, this was
Wow.
about. Sorry, what?
What did you sell, dude?
I was selling pest control.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, very, very fancy, very extravagant lifestyle.
I used to do I used to do door-to-door salesperson when I first moved to the United States in
Yeah.
1997. I was selling dirt suckers called Kirby vacuums. Door to
Wow.
door. I did that thing.
And
Yeah.
that's how you built the empire. See, it all starts with door to door.
Oh, it sure does, dude. Dirt suckers. That's what I was selling, man.
No, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
then you'll probably know this analogy. I'm sure most sales trainers have taught this, but this one really stuck with me, really hit me hard. Is that my manager once told me, look, imagine the neighborhood from a bird's eye view, right? You can see all the roofs of the houses, just like this picture. A couple of those houses are going to buy your product, no matter what. We just don't know what house and when. So it's up to you to knock every single door, every single day.
Yeah.
It's a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
So when I started knocking doors and getting rejected, 50 times a day, this just rang in the back of my head. One door is going to buy. One person is going to buy my product every single day, right? So when I started TikTok and this quantity over quality mindset, I applied the same structure to making content in the sense that one video, one day will go viral. It's a numbers game. You have to post enough times to figure out what type of content on TikTok works, right? So most people have this mindset and it's wrong. People go, I'm just getting started. I'm going to make one video a week for, the whole year. That's 52 videos a year. That's not playing the numbers game correctly. To put it into perspective, let's look at my last month of content creation. As you can see down here, in the last 30 days, I've uploaded 60 times. I've already beat what you planned on doing in the whole entire year. And I am selling the algorithm on why I deserve to be prioritized, if that makes sense, right? I am telling the algorithm, I am going to put in this amount of work so that 1 or 2 videos go viral. You're not looking to hit it out of the park every single video. You're looking for 10 flops and 1 good high engagement. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all you need. So don't come crying to daddy when 30 of your next posts get 10 likes because it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Yeah. And you don't know when it's going to go viral, right? So that's my mindset. Look, I've got almost 8 million people on my profile, right? I still have videos that get maybe 100,000 views. It doesn't hurt me in the slightest because I know that maybe once a week or even once a month, something's going to hit 50 million. I just know that because I post enough. So that's my mindset. That's why I'm able to
consistency. You do it over and over again, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Over and over again. And so
love that.
Just to give you, I guess to give you an insight on my consistency, I'm on 2 years without missing a single day of posting. The whole year of 2020, I posted 3 times a day and I didn't miss a single day. Now,
so that's a full-time job for you, dude.
Yeah, full-time. So I quit my job. I quit my full-time job in October of 2020. So I've been full-time for just over a year now.
Wow. You got a team to do that, to help you run that thing though.
Yep. So I've got an executive assistant who runs client management, brand deals, kind of the operations, and then a producer who comes and helps me shoot content every week. Now, here's what you guys are probably thinking listening to this. how in the hell does this kid shoot TikToks every day? I would shoot myself. And I've almost done that a few times because it does get strenuous. So I came up with a plan. I shoot all my content once a week and then I'm done. I've got all my posts the rest of the week.
Yeah. So it looks like you're doing it daily, but you're not, because you've done it on like once a week. And then you just basically post it on every day. So you already have ready to go content that you post, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's smart.
And that has really kept me mentally healthy, because the rest of the week, I'm not even focused on TikTok. I'm focused on editing. I'm focused on posting. I'm focused on talking with brands, kind of the operation side of it. Because honestly, if I was shooting TikToks every day, I would not be as consistent. So
yeah, of course.
you guys need to.
I have a question about that part.
Yeah.
Because we're talking to a lot of real estate agents and business owners here.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to you picking a day to shoot everything, I have two questions on that. How long does it typically take to shoot? And what's the objective? Is every video being shot for about a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? How does that look?
Yep. So we shoot every Tuesday from 10 to 3, and it's 10 TikToks in that time frame. And if you're scripting, so if you're scripting some real estate content or just like business tips, whatever, it's a quarter page is the perfect length for a TikTok script. That's about 15 to 20 seconds. You only want to do 15 to 20 seconds because then you're shooting it for about 30 minutes on the long end. You just need to remember that it's TikTok. People only want 5-second videos. I want to put a little more substance in my video. So you'll see most of mine are like that 20 to 30 second mark. And that's about a quarter page of text, because everything I do is scripted.
All right. I like that. And then the other part to this is, now that you picked the day, do you use the other days when you upload the video to respond to the comments and engage there? How does that work?
Yeah. So the first thing you need to remember is that don't go, especially if you're new, don't go hire somebody to run your TikTok. You run it yourself. I've ran my TikTok at this high level for the past 2 years by myself. That means I do all the posting. I do all the responding to comments. I don't respond to every comment. I mean, it's virtually impossible at my level now, but I do it myself. So it does feel very authentic to everybody that hits my page. I see a lot of business owners, especially on TikTok, where it feels secondhand. And I truly believe that they are losing out on big growth opportunity by not running it themselves. That would be my guess. So yes, you want to take time. And I reward the people who engage with my content early. Meaning if you go to my channel and you're one of the first to comment, they all get responded to. And then I forget about it the rest of the day.
All right. That makes a lot of sense. You actually are saying the exact same thing that D-Rock and Gary Vee are saying, which is,
yeah, I love those guys.
Post your own stuff, but have your team edit, have your team work on the back end.
Exactly.
And then you make sure that you engage and reward. So very, very awesome, man.
No, I think that's great. And for me, I still edit all my own TikToks, but I have editors for like LinkedIn and YouTube. But for my TikToks, they're just so short, and they're kind of my pride and joy that I still do it. I shouldn't, but I still do.
Nice, dude. I love that. Well, that's what everybody needs to hear here, because with Pavel, right, running the virtual assistant company, it's so much easier to just outsource that part.
Yeah. And that's just a game you have to play. What part of you do you want to scale? For me, I want to scale the business operations and landing brand deals. So I hired an assistant. I don't need to scale the editing right now because I can manage it. But yeah, I think you need to decide what you want to scale and what you don't.
I love that. All right, dude, keep going.
Yeah. So I just want you guys to remember that this shit takes time. I'm not talking about like the content journey. I'm actually talking about making these dumbass graphics.
You see, you started to actually blow up in 2020 because people sitting at home during the quarantine doing nothing except making babies and watching your TikTok, right?
Yeah. We'll get to 2020. So this is not the amount of money I've made, unfortunately. These are views.
No, I get that.
Yeah, these are views. I wish. So yeah, 2015, I mean, 3,100 views for very consistent content. That
The whole year?
pretty much. Yeah. I wasn't posting every day, but I was posting very frequently on Instagram, Facebook. To now, almost 300 million. I think that number is 300 million. It needs to be updated, but it just takes time. And
300 million, that's the whole population of the United States, dude.
yeah, I know. It's scary.
Pablo, I love how you think in
terms of
correlation.
countries.
Yeah,
I do. That's how my mind
sizes.
works, dude. When I see the population, I can pretty much like tell you population roughly about each country,
That's so good.
Right.
Oh, like Canada is like less populated than California.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
You should do this on TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that's a TikTok video,
Let's
Pablo.
do these facts on TikTok. So here's how mindset, like just looking at like this 5-year growth. I wish in the beginning my mindset was just click the post button and be happy, because at the beginning I was not focused on necessarily the posting aspect, but what are people saying? Is it going to go viral? And then you can see in 2020, I was just like, okay, my new mindset is just post 3 times a day. If I post 3 times a day, I hit my goal and I'm done. I don't care what the views are. I don't care if I gain followers. I'm just going to post 3 times a day for a year. And that was my only goal. And you can see it did 201 million views. So switching your mindset from performance to posting is not only going to make you mentally healthier, but it's also going to help grow your channels, right? If your goal is just to click the post button, you're going to be far better off than posting, refreshing every 15 minutes. Oh, nobody watched my videos. And then you don't post for a week because now you're discouraged. No.
Dude, you just described the majority of the population.
I know. So if you can break free of the performance of your videos and just focus on actually clicking the button, you're going to be far happier. So let's talk about how you can kind of get started, right? Your goal should be to get your first 1 million views. And I'm going to explain why. You remember, Tristan, I challenged you to do this, and I'm actually curious to follow up on it. But my initial spurt of content actually shaped my whole channel. I did 3 videos a day for 30 days. That was my first challenge in 2020. It was about, I think, March of 2020. I did, about 100 videos in a month. And that got me to my first 1 million views.
Nice.
So what do you do when you get your first 1 million? Now let's dumb it down a little bit. What do you do when you get your first 10,000 views on TikTok, right? It can be anywhere. Just what happens when you see a spurt of engagement? You need to note what type of content that was, and then start making new content based off of that. So over here on the left, that 2.6 million, that was my first TikTok to hit 1 million views. And it was Tesla content. So in my head, I go, okay, I need to make more Tesla content. And then as you can see, this month, I had one hit almost 17 million views the following month. So it's like, if I didn't think in that way, like what is engaging, right? Because here's the reality of the situation. You don't get to decide what goes viral on TikTok. And sometimes,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
like I have people who are like, well, I want to be a chef, but my comedies are the ones that go viral. I'm like, then unfortunately you need to do your comedies so that your chef content also gets views, right? Because if you're getting views from your Tesla content, then all your other content's going to be seen as well. So you need to kind of stick with what works, right? So
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, when you guys see that first spike of engagement, let's say you do a month and you're only getting 10 likes on something, and then, one day you get 1,000 likes. That's where you start. You start iterating on whatever type of content that was, and you just try to scale that. Now, once you have, a couple hundred videos out or a few videos that have popped off, you need to find your buckets. This is something I've preached to Tristan before, and pretty much everybody, pretty much everybody that asks me how to do it, how to beat the TikTok algorithm, it's find your buckets. So My biggest bucket, the biggest joke that gets views is the fact that I kind of look like the kid from Home Alone. So I do a lot of parody content on that. You know, this past month, I've done 50 million views on just that one joke.
Jeez.
Just that one joke. My next biggest
Wow.
bucket is Tesla. So things I do, fun stuff I do with my Tesla, whether it's,
Is that what you drive?
yeah, that's what I drive. Yeah.
Pavel, what the hell do you drive? You know, there you go.
Not a Tesla, brother.
I know. TikTok right there.
Pavel's in
Actually,
the
I can put. I drive
Lambo.
a Lambo. Yeah.
Yeah. See? So you need
I
to be
can
doing
do
TikToks of
with
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my next biggest bucket in terms of views, right? And then obviously comedy. So now I've shaped my whole channel has a structure to it, right? I can go, my channel's not doing so hot. Oh, I know. Let's dip into the Kevin bucket and boom, viral video. Oh, let's dip into the Tesla bucket. Boom, viral video. Because I've already proven that this type of content is watched on my channel, right? So now there's an actual structure that I can follow to get engagement, to bring eyes to my channel, to go viral. And this is exactly what beats the TikTok algorithm. Posting at quantity, finding what works, and then putting a structure to it, like find your buckets.
Dude, that makes total sense, man. I'm
That's
thinking
amazing.
of my
Yeah.
buckets, London. I'm thinking of my buckets, and it's funny how you said I have a friend, or you use it as an example. The chef that wants to cook and wants to show what they cook.
Yeah.
Their comedy is the one that gets everything going. It's like, I think I'm fighting that, and I've been fighting that for a while, London. So it's funny. It's a
right. No, you have to do what you love. At the end of the day, do what you love, but also strategize what works with what you love. So like, do I want to die being known for the kid who just looks like Home Alone? No way in hell. No way in hell. Yeah. I'm not going down as the world's greatest doppelganger. I'll tell you that right now. I want to go down as the world's greatest comedian, but I do know that content is ultimately what is supplying the amount of views I'm doing to my channel. So my strategy is post a Home Alone parody, follow it up with what I love, which are my comedies. And then my comedies in turn go viral, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we have some questions here. Some people asking, do hashtags get more views on TikTok?
I can stop sharing because I'm done here.
Yeah.
So hashtagging. Yeah, that's a great question. I've actually never used hashtags unless a brand asks for it. But what I do know is that the niche hashtags can be very potent. They can be very powerful. So like, I have my niches, but I'm not very niche to where it's like recipes. I'm not just posting about recipes. Yeah. I would not do too many hashtags, and I would test it for the type of content you're doing. So post a video with hashtags, post a video with hashtags that's similar content, and kind of see what works for your channel. For me, I don't use hashtags.
Okay.
Well, there you go, dude. That's awesome. I love that. And then Jonathan said, that's the first video I saw of yours, the pasta Tesla one that you said 2.6 million way back in the day.
Yeah. So
who did you hire to clean it up afterwards?
His name was London Laz, just a local janitor.
You're funny, dude. You're very funny. So tell me, I have a question, and then I'll go to the other one. Oh, well, you know what Rafi says, I saw London put sriracha on his Tesla seats.
Yeah, I've done just about everything to those seats, and nothing stains it, right? But I don't reveal that secret. So
that's not all right. Here's a question.
Yeah.
We're all here listening, and we're all business owners, and I want to know what the structure of your team looks like and what you're looking to hire next. Right. Perfect. Now that you're growing fast.
Yep. So my structure is me, my assistant, and one producer. Between us three, we close brand deals, brand calls, shoot every week, and edit and post. So that's about all I need. What I want to do is hire writers, and I actually did a test. I'm literally going to hire a comedian to help me write. because I just got to the point. I posted 1,000 TikToks, and I'm like, how many more TikToks can I freaking make? So I think hiring comedians. So I did a test. I hired 2 local stand-up comedians. They came to my house for a writing retreat, and we literally wrote about 150 TikToks, just concepts.
Wow.
And I would love that help. We bust, just being able to play off with somebody. When they say something, it gives me an idea. When I say something, it gives them an idea. I really think my next hire is another funny person to help me design TikToks.
Dude, I love that. All right, let's go into what your assistant does, because I want to know what your assistant does and then what your producer does. Tell me, what do they do?
So my assistant handles all the emails, handles all the invoicing, handles all of our scheduling for me and my producer. So we have a call every Monday where we go over the week, what's happening, who we're working with, what London Labs content we need to shoot, and what branded content we need to shoot. Once we do that, I script all the videos, send that to my producer. He goes and gathers all the props, gathers all the characters, if we need a location, whatever. And then I show up every Tuesday. He brings all the gear and we shoot.
Wow. Dude, all right. Mary has a good question for you here. Do you sell a product or a service, or do you just want hits?
I don't actively sell anything on my TikTok unless it's a branded thing, but I do have a course that's available. It's called the Viral Blueprint. It's just viralblueprint.londonlabs.com. Again, that's just a byproduct if anybody's interested in learning how I do it, but I don't actively sell it. It's not my main revenue stream. It is there and it does generate a little bit of revenue, but again, I am just looking for the next hit for now. My goal is 10 million followers, and that's been the goal since the beginning.
You're close to it, bro.
Yeah, we're getting close.
That's going to happen for sure, man. I love that. So look, knowing that you're talking to business owners who they're running either a team, they're running as solopreneurs, whatever they're doing, they're fully functioning as business owners.
Correct.
How do you suggest that they tackle TikTok? Because the challenge is we're in the business and we can't go all in. We want to use TikTok to help us grow, but we don't want to be, we don't want to go all in as influencers either. So how do you suggest we have a harmony with TikTok?
Yeah. So I have the influencer image, right? Just the TikTok personality, but everybody should go check out what I'm like on LinkedIn, because I think it's a good example of how you can do both. So for me, I just take the Gary Vee strategy. Like, that dude just literally films his meetings and then posts a couple clips from the meetings, right? So I think as a business owner, I think you need to become, a thought leader on TikTok and just post nuggets here and there of your product, your employees, your day-to-day, your children. How, like a funny series, I think, Tristan, how are you a dad and a business owner? Like, what are the funny things that happen? Like, your son was just sitting there waiting to talk to me. Like, what are the funny things that happen where you have to, I think the point is just be authentic on TikTok. Whatever is happening in real life, this is what people love. Whatever is happening in real life, your business, in your factory, in your business meetings, that is what you post. Strategize little clips of what is actually happening. I like scripted content. You don't need to be scripted to be big on TikTok. You don't need to be scripted to go viral. You just need to be authentic, right? So it doesn't matter.
Random shit.
Yeah, just random shit. And again, you just need to figure out what type of post is going to work, right? Tristan, if it's your son, your dad versus businessman, that's what you need to start posting more of, right? If it's like, hey, I own a law firm or whatever, and I've got this funny employee and he goes viral, you need to start thinking of how can you make more videos. So it's just all about filming what is actually happening, in my opinion.
That's true, man. I like that. And I love how you brought up
Love that, yeah.
Pavel, the example that he brought up, and I think we can all use this one. And this is for you, Pavel, where he says Gary Vee's just filming his meetings.
Yeah, we can do that.
That's pretty insane, which is saying just you at work. So everybody listening in, like you at work. That's why I love the fact that if you want to go all in on this, at least to help you use TikTok to grow your business, maybe it's time to hire somebody to come in and shoot with you on
Yeah,
certain
we have a
things,
girl.
like
We have a
from
girl in
the-
the office who's very good at this. So
But then
definitely
who's
explore
going to
that.
edit the stuff, right? I mean, we've got like 6 VAs editing our
Yeah.
stuff, but
Right.
that's important too.
No,
right?
that's important. Yeah, that's important. I think that's a great strategy. Just like Pavel, if you've got a big business meeting, that's not confidential, hell yeah, have that girl come in and just film it. Then you just take 2 clips of you saying something badass, throw it up on TikTok. Boom, you've got content.
Yeah.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
a good
There's a
idea,
whole
bro.
bunch
Yeah.
of questions now. London, I think we hit a good point here. Nicole says, does posting time matter on TikTok?
So my philosophy has always been first thing in the morning. I want to be the first thing on your For You page. I don't want to be last. Because what I've noticed, if I'm the first in the morning, when everybody starts getting on after work, my video already has a ton of traction, right? So the more likes, the more people are going to watch it. They're going to go, why the hell does this kid have, 100,000 likes today? And they're going to watch it.
What
So,
happened? What's
happened?
there? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
my posting schedule is 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 2 p.m. when I do 3 a day. If I do
Ooh,
one,
I
it's
like
just
that.
first thing just at 10 a.m.
All right. Someone said, I like this, but I don't want to be a spectacle. What do you have to say to that? Because I have one response to that.
Meaning you don't want to be like a viral sensation, maybe? Is that it?
Maybe like the person that always they're looking in and saying, oh, look at that person, look what they're doing type thing.
Yeah, that's true. And that is something you have to, you just kind of got to accept it. Now, I will say there is types of content that doesn't seem like a spectacle. For me, it's the educational videos. Those
There you
videos
go.
still go way viral.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like there's this kid who's like mega viral and he just scrolls around on Google Earth trying to guess where things are and then explaining things. Like, I think the more educational and inspirational you can be on your TikTok, you'll be less of a spectacle.
That's that's what I was going to do. Peggy, there you go. Ken says, how do you deal with negative comments on TikTok?
I love the negative comments. Like I am if you guys hung out with me for a day, you would realize that I am extremely crude and non-PC, unfortunately, but
Neither am I.
yeah. So I love firing back sometimes. Here's what I do, Ken. If I get a real hate comment, I'll go to their profile and I'll find something that I can diss on them. But it's lighthearted. I'm never mean. I'm never mean. I'm never mean. For example, this kid DM'd me and he goes, why the hell are you pretending to be the kid from Home Alone? Yada, yada, yada. You're going to prison, yada, yada, yada. And so I went to his profile and he was wearing just round glasses. So I said, why do you pretend to be Harry Potter? Now that was a little mean.
That's actually funny because he was a jerk to you first.
He was a jerk to me first. And then, I'll always say, sorry, I had to. Sorry, man. I'm just playing. I always say sorry if I do that. But, the real haters, I'll bite back.
Good. You're like Wendy's, man.
Awesome.
McDonald's, Wendy's. You're like Wendy's.
The Wendy's Twitter. It's a perfect example.
I love that. That's funny. Somebody says that's hilarious and funny. All right. Jonathan says, I had one TikTok that got 2 million views and a few that got 100K. These videos are not the same type of content. How do you find the niche, or do you just post anything?
Gotcha. Yeah. So Jonathan, if whatever the one of that 2 million got, I would definitely try some iterations of that content to see if you can get another one to hit 1 million. And the ones that hit 100,000, right? You just need to make sure you're making these buckets of content. So take the ones you like let's say there's just 10 videos that each have 100K and they're all different types of content. Pick 2 or 3 of the ones you like and stick with those and see if those keep getting hundreds of thousands of views, and then just run with it. Again, my comedies are basically anything I want. They have nothing to do with anything. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss. But that is one of my bucket, like the random bucket. So it's okay to be random, but I would niche down and figure out which types of those videos do you want to be posting.
Dude, I love that. I love that. Rafi says, do you have any tips if I'm using a virtual assistant offshore to create videos on TikTok for my brand?
Yeah. So a VA is what I look to be doing here pretty soon, is just helping edit. More importantly, making iterations of already posted content. So it's just like they can go grab, maybe highlight reels of your TikTok. So if Pavel, or if you're posting all these cool quotes, why not make another TikTok that's like 3 quotes together, right? Or,
Yeah.
3 meetings. But I definitely, it would be very hard to have a VA make the content. I think they should just be editing.
All right. I like that. That's exactly what I actually do.
Exactly.
I have 6 total editors between the companies we run, and they're all VAs.
Yeah.
And they're all editing, and they're master editors. So
yeah, no, that's amazing. And I love your edits, dude. I've posted a few of the ones we've made together, and they're super clean, super professional. I think it's something everybody should look into when they start their content journey.
Thanks, bro. All right, Ken. And you get this question asked a lot. So
Yeah.
there you go.
I love this question. The TikTok prediction. So TikTok is still in the early stages, folks. I mean, even though it's had massive growth, hit 1 billion users, as far as the app goes, it's very archaic. And I do think that's why people like it, is because it's just so simple and just, there's not a lot to it. So what I'm looking for and hoping for in 2022 is to really start the depth channel, meaning better DMing, better connection, and a stories feature. I need stories or some other way I can connect with my millions of followers, because these very produced pieces of content just aren't enough for me. If I could be posting on my story on my TikTok, behind the scenes, I think my fans would love that. But what I predict is that TikTok will become the really only engaged social media in 2022. I think as far as Instagram goes, if you're not paying, you're not being seen. And so businesses will still thrive there, but not the user. So I fully predict that most content creators will be full-time on TikTok and YouTube.
Dude, I love that. How do you feel about what TikTok brought out recently with the market creator, where you can hire people through TikTok?
Creator marketplace. Yeah, I get hit up all the time for that. It's just cool. It really shows that TikTok is looking to help creators make this dream a reality. It's something that Instagram didn't do until this year. I mean, Instagram hadn't paid a dime to influencers for their views until this year. And that's very sad. That's a decade of people putting their heart and soul into
a lot of content. Yep.
Yeah. And not getting paid for it. And Instagram just making billions of dollars off of these people's content. TikTok said, we're done with that. We want you guys to get paid for doing what you love.
That's why Facebook sucks, man. Anyway, John Matthews saying, how do you deal with those moments where you just can't think of any content? Do you get into those or do you not?
Oh yeah, I get into ruts all the time. So for me, it is just going and filming. That's what I have to do. Like, I'll be in my kitchen, I'll just set up the camera. It's not pretty. And I'll just start recreating an idea I already had, or thinking of something I wanted to do. Just getting in the act of having the camera in front of you will start to spike something. So that's one thing I do. I just start filming nonsense. I'll never post it. It'll never see the light of day, but I start filming nonsense, and it just gets me in that state of flow. The next thing I do is I try to do TikTok trends every so often. Like, even if I'm not going to post them, I'll find a funny sound that's going viral, and I'll just say, I'm just going to do this. And then, it's just about getting like your body moving, just like an athlete.
Back into it. Interesting,
getting back into it. It's going to be very difficult for you to think of ideas if you're in a rut with a pen and paper. That just won't happen.
All right. Well, I have you on YouTube here. That was a YouTube question. I got another YouTube question. Audrey says, if you don't have people to bounce ideas off of, how do you come up with content ideas? Any tools you use or methods besides what you just said?
Yeah. Honestly, I use my notes app on my iPhone. Just anytime I think of anything.
That's what I do too.
Yeah. I pull out my phone, just jot down a few ideas. If you don't have any, I mean, you have to have somebody to bounce ideas off with. If it's your husband, wife, your little sister, just saying it out loud. If you don't have anybody to bounce an idea off, say the idea out loud, and that'll just get like the fluids going.
Talk to your dog. To your
Talk to your
cat.
dog.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Muffin, I was thinking of filming a TikTok.
Yeah.
That's actually the most common question we're getting for you, which is what happens when you can't think of anything. So great answers, man. I love that. Are you on YouTube? We have a question from YouTube saying, are you on YouTube?
I do. I do YouTube. It's not a priority right now because I'm just trying to take advantage of this massive growth on TikTok, but I need to be there.
Dude, are you taking your TikToks and then throwing them onto Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Shorts?
Yep, every day.
All right. And which one is doing better from that?
Reels.
I
haven't had anything. I haven't had a single thing pop off on Shorts yet.
Okay. That's awesome.
That sucks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks, but it's awesome to know.
You're not the only one.
Oh, that's the best. That's good.
All right. Do I film on a phone or a big camera rig? All iPhone. It's the only thing that'll perform on TikTok. I've tested it hundreds of times. I've done the same video filmed on my DSLR 5D Mark IV and on my iPhone, and the iPhone vastly outperforms it. Just crushes it.
Yeah. Awesome.
I showed up to a Built Bar yesterday. I'm working with Built Bar. I don't know if you guys know them. They're one of the biggest protein bars in the world now. And they were shocked that I showed up with an iPhone. They were like, dude, do you know how much money we're paying you? And I'm like, this is what works. They're like, let's go.
Did you just say, do you know how many followers I have?
Right.
Don't tell me how to do my fucking job.
You have the best camera in the world in the palm of your hand, bro. That's it. You know.
All right. Last question here. Rusty says, great question, Rusty. If you're going to start with 0 followers, how would you do it this time?
It's everything I just said. It really is. Just put out. If you're starting with 0, you've got so much trash to cut through and so many weeds to pull that you've just got to get one thing to work. You've got to get one thing. And that might mean posting 3 TikToks a day for a year. And it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a battle, but you've got to learn 2 things: consistency and quantity. Right. And then, for me, it's like, I feel like I can post at a very consistent, a lot of videos consistently, and they're all quality now because I've learned the consistency aspect and the quantity aspect. So for me, if TikTok said, hey, we're deleting your channel, and I had to start over, I would just go back to 3 videos a day for a month, see what works, and then do 3 videos a day for a year.
Dude, all right. So are you saying we need to do that challenge again, dude?
Forever, Tristan. It sucks. Forever? It sucks, but you have to do it forever.
All right. 3 videos a day for the whole year 2022.
That's what you got to do. Yeah.
Bro. That is nuts.
You just have to figure out how to make them smaller, and then you can do more.
And then you put them into the buckets. What are your buckets? I love that.
Yeah.
So
bucket.
Dude,
bucket up. Bucket up.
And
bucket up. The new word of 2020. Bucket it up.
We're bucking it up.
Is that your new t-shirt, Pablo?
We'll get it done. Bucket it up.
Well, here's the one thing I want everyone listening in to do, because you're going to shoot it on your phone, but here's the challenge. Sometimes you shoot so much, you don't even know where the hell it is anymore. Right. And so I want you to start uploading it in places and sending it to someone that can help you edit and piece it together. Right. And then, like I have an Excel sheet where somebody says, hey, this is what you're posting today. This is what you're posting today. This is what you're posting. And I'm like, oh, it's so much good. So much better. So I just have to do 3 a day for 2022.
It's good. You got this, bro.
I'll start doing it as well.
Yeah.
All right, London, where do people follow you? What's your handle on TikTok?
At London Laz on everything.
I just followed you on Instagram, bro.
Okay, I'm going to hit you back.
At London Laz on everything. When you get to 10 million, let's interview you again, dude.
Yeah, let's do it. And
we'll definitely do that.
I'm going to throw a party. Here in Utah. If anybody's here, everyone's invited.
You're in Utah? I thought you were in Vegas.
I'm in Utah.
How the hell do you go to Disney so often?
They're paying the bills. I gotta go.
I love it. I love it, dude. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Follow London. Go like all of his stuff. Thank you so much. And when you need a virtual assistant, go to Virtudesk with Pavel. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Peace
All right.
out.
Have a good one.